What up everyone, it's your friend Backspace and we're watching GuyDance. Today we're here on board. We're going to work on what I think is one of the most important tools in not only our dance but our well-being. It's a back bend, a bridge if you will. We're going to work on ways to improve it, to perform it, and to use it within our breaking. That way you get the best of all three and you're not wasting as much time. Alright, so let's get down to it. We're going to show you some cheat codes, we're going to show you some drills, we're going to show you how to have fun with a back bend, which is one of the most important freezes or moves within breaking in my opinion. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so if we're going to start working on this back bend, we're going to start with like level 0, all the way from the easiest point to where it gets tricky. So my intention is to start you off with something so easy, and then you want to find that line, that point where it's challenging, and that's where you want to work. All right, so we're gonna start with just laying on our back. You have your feet flat on the floor and you want to raise your hips. Now the higher you can raise your hips, the more arched your back will be for your back bends. Now, if you could get it this high, even this as an exercise, people do that. It really like strengthens your glutes and your lower back, which is very good for you as well. So you want to get this up there, and that's for the bottom half of your bridge. Now, to get to the bridge part, you are going to take your hands and you're going to try to use the palm of your hands to grip the floor. So it's pretty tricky because what you want to do is have your fingers touch and then have the rest of your palm up, grasp the floor. Now you're here, grab there, and now you want to start moving. This hip thrust is actually going to go more horizontal. Yes, it goes up, but also if you move it horizontal, your body weight is going to come over your hands and you'll be able to access the floor and start using your upper body to push up. Now I've worn a hat to show you how you could cheat it. One of the easier ways is, before you try to push up to a bridge, is you want to use your head, because why not, right? It just takes some of the weight off. So as you do this, you slide and position your hands to where they have to be. Now this would be called a slide bridge, and that'll be the prerequisite for rollback bridges and other moves we'll cover in a little bit. But for now, you just want to have your hands flat, you have your feet flat, and you're going to start hip thrusting, but also you're going to let your head slide. So maybe even doing a couple of these is going to help. Now as you do that, you're going to then push up. So once you're here, push and then up. I'll try it again. Hands, fingers. Now even that feels good. I just cracked my own back doing that. It's a great start to what you want to do to build up. You can start challenging yourself with that if you want to do fun things like maybe one-legged, or maybe try to hold yourself up as long as you can before you actually drop down. You can use that in different moves. Now when you get to here, the highest point, you can stretch it out as much as you can, or you could start right here to push up. Now it does take some strength and balancing and all of that, which is what we're trying to train for, right? So that's a good spot to plug in any of that physical work and training. You're gonna feel it on your upper back, your shoulders, and even the back of your head from all the sliding. But it's definitely worth it. So once you get here, push it up, and there's different things you could do. The more time you spend there, the more moves you'll be able to create, and the more easier that will be, and you'll feel more flexible, or at least loose, as you continue to practice. Now that we've gotten that we can work on our rollback. Now a rollback is just like this, except we're going to start from sitting or standing, and we just basically roll back into it. So our rollback, we're here. Now the same way that we've done that, we're just going to jump our feet and you're going to land flat. So I'll just do it first and then we can work on it together. You're going to get up to here. Once you can do that, then you can really force it up and you would do a rollback bridge. So that's how you perform a rollback bridge. Of course, to make it fresh, it's what you do with it. You could rollback bridge one leg, you could come off of that bridge into something else. It's basically what you do with it, okay? This is just the basics on how to perform it, and then from there, you can do what you gotta do from there. Now next up, what we're going to do is work on a bridge walkover. It's one of my favorite moves. The bridge walkover, it looks like this. You're starting a bridge, but you're actually starting from a push-up position rather than from your back. Now, this requires a little upper body strength just because you have to hold yourself on one arm while your body's turning. Now you do feel this move, you feel like your obliques, they're definitely doing a lot of the work, and your back, because of course it's a back move. Now, the cheat code for this, before I even do it, is if you see my hand right here, you're going to twist it as you perform the move. So it looks kind of weird, as in like, how is this person doing this move? They're like moving around while flipping around, but it's because as you reach, you're also spinning, and that spinning is actually going to help you maneuver around for your bridge walkover. All right, so we're here. Now, I'm gonna do this righty because like I said, I am righty. We're gonna start here. Now, you're going to get your feet to the other side first. Now, the part right here with the hands, this is the cheat code right here, right there. You're gonna spin that. Now you're at a bridge. Now to spin out, you're gonna spin the left hand, my left hand, then you're there. Now if you're going to go the other way, I'm gonna get ambitious and doing both ways here. You're going to, basically whatever hand goes over, that foot or leg is gonna go over as well. Now, it's easier if you move your leg first, that way you stabilize yourself, and you can even start with the hand kind of tilted over, so that way you don't have to worry about spinning, especially if the floor is not like the best, you know, and you think it's gonna be too grippy or something like that. Now, you're gonna go here, get to the other side. Now watch the hand, it spins. Now watch the other hand, and then it comes around. Now I love that move because you can feel it literally for each step of that bridge walkover. You can feel those exact muscles that are doing the work, and it's just so, like, it feels just so good. You get like that pump feeling without really having to go to the gym and, like, you know, pick up trucks. You know, it's like really nice, and you feel more loose. Bridges are really good because you can strengthen your flexibility. All right, so let's move on. Now what we're gonna do is use those walkovers, let's say in your footwork. You're gonna go here. Now, when you're here in your footwork, the best way that I find doing a bridge walkover in my footwork is right from that hike position here, right? So let's say you're doing your footwork, boom, boom, boom. Whenever you get yourself into a push-up position or a hike position, that's an easy spot to get into your foot, to get into your bridge back bend walkover. So you're gonna go boom. Hopefully that helps for you, and we'll keep moving on. All right, now that we found some ways to get into bridges, we're going to use our head, figuratively speaking, I guess, to get into bridges. We're gonna start with a simple headstand. We're gonna let our feet fall over. Now, the only thing I can tell you that will get you this as easy as you can is keep your hands on the floor no matter what. As long as you do that, you're never going to crash it. Let your feet just fall over and just get ready to land on your feet onto the floor. So when you're here, headstand, your feet come over. If you're about to fall, boom, that's it. As long as you keep your hands flat and ready, you'll be okay. Even if you land loud or crashy, you're not gonna actually crash. Okay, so if you're here, boom, boom. And then you can slide it back, boom, you get this for free. Now, you can also kick it back over, and that's how you would learn a back bend kick over. So this is a prerequisite for that, which hopefully you'll catch in this video as well. Now, I can explain it better on my head because it doesn't take as much energy to actually do it compared to on the handstands. All right, so what we're gonna do is you have a headstand, well, you have a bridge with your head, and I'll show you from there. So you have your bridge here, you have everything stretched out, and you have this. You should be able to kick up because that is what's gonna help to get that over. Now, because I have injured myself, I can definitely feel the hip flexors working on this. So this would be a good hip flexor workout or conditioning. I would definitely tell everyone out there, take care of your body, and these are little ways in which you could do it. Now if you're here, 1, 2. Now you don't want to go straight kicking. You could, and it's going to look fresh when you get to there. But for now, just bring that leg over, and it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And you're going to come right back around. Keep your head on the floor unless you want to start to push up. and it's as easy as that. Now let's try to get into a back bend kickover on our hands. But before that, let's get into a bridge with a handstand. Basically the same thing. Keep your hands flat, and as long as you keep your hands flat, you're not gonna crash. All right, your bridge might be crashy, but you're not gonna actually crash. Once you practice that, it'll become more smooth and you'll just be graceful after a while. So with the bridge from a handstand, you're just going to have your hands down just like you would, like you're going to a handstand, and then you would just let your feet come right on over. Your feet are looking for the floor. You're not just gonna let your feet dangle. They're actually coming with intention to the floor. That's very important, because the sooner you get to the floor, the sooner you can perform the move. It'll look more faster. You'll get more distance closer to your body, which will make the move more graceful. So you're gonna go here. Now I'm righty, so when I kick over, my right foot does this little. Now that's gonna be helpful in launching you over. All right, you're gonna go swing with your left and launch with your right. So you're gonna go swing, launch. The same way you go into a handstand, right? But with that, you're gonna swing, launch, and then follow through. So 3 steps. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Swing, launch, and then follow through. All right, ready to do it? All right. Easy peasy. And if you perform it, you can just relax right there. Or now we could get to that good stuff. You're gonna do the same technique that we just did on our head to kick it over to get your back bend kick over. Well, I hope any of this, all of it works. I hope it helps you. I'm definitely ready and warmed up, getting ready for practice or just for my day. I feel nice and loose, and I don't know, about to go have some fun. Hope you're out there doing the same, staying safe, practicing love. Do what you love what you do. Be inspired, I support you. I love you all more than you will all ever know. Thank you for checking me out, and hope to see you all real soon. All right, peace.